Good morning, everybody. This period we normally meet in some show in Europe or in Asia, but due to this pandemic period, unfortunately, this year is not possible. Thus, we decided to invite you virtually to see our assembly plant in Villafranca di Verona, where we can show you some innovative and smart rolling machine that we are now producing for customers around the world. Unfortunately, I can't have you here personally, so the presentation will not be the same, but I will do my best. Please welcome and follow me. Here we are in the second point of our workshop in Villafranca di Verona. Here is where we assemble all the machine as well as all the other components of EVIRT Italia. Here is where we test them. Here is where we invite customers to come and perform the factory acceptance test. As you may have had the possibility to see during your eventual previous visit, the workshop always changes, is never fixed. Indeed, we realize machine for any kind of big and small threaded, splined and finned product. As per this, here you can see different machines in different stages of assembly phases, which are going to be delivered to all our customers around the world. But let's now move closer to this machine, for which we are completing the pre-acceptance test for an important customer who is going to use them to produce aerospace components. Come closer. We are now going to see the 3-die smart rolling machine model Radial 30. As you can see, on the left side we have the electrical cabinet. On the rear side, the brushless motor, which is a solution strongly suggested by EVIRT Italia, even if it's not the exclusive one. While on the right side we have the hydraulic system. Moving now in front of machine, we can see how this machine has been made. First, the machine has been engineered and produced for an important and quite big Japanese customer who is using the machine to produce AMP self-drilling bar like this. This is a R28 diameter. We can see with gauge test, but the customer is also using the same to produce bigger diameter up to R64 diameter. Coming now to the machine, we can see how EVIRT Italia is producing thread rolling machines which are compact but at the same time really resistant and robust. Concluding, another really important aspect is that the machine is not only able and is doing to calculate all the working parameters to assure a proper rolling parts, but is also in charge of actuate, thanks to sensor, motor and actuator, all the positions of the working axis. A special mention should be reserved to the spindle inclination, which thanks to brushless motor and hydraulic locking system is always assuring a perfect inclining angle, which means a reliable and trustable rolling production. I think for this machine we should say much more, but I will invite you to see in person when it's possible. Now, let's move to the west side of our assembly plant. Here we are in the part of our workshop where we normally prepare and ship spare parts to our customer all over the world. I take the occasion to be here to introduce you our master, Mr. Baltieri, who will quickly explain you the innovative automatic servo blade.
Thanks, Simone, and welcome everybody. Here we have the upper side of our smart servo blade system. This servo blade, which we already tested in many working smart rolling machines, is designed to make the rolling process easier to set up and more precise during production. I personally thank you for the gentle attention, and I invite you to continue the virtual tour with our Mr. Farina.
While moving to the next zone of our assembly plant, I remind you that EVIRT Italia designed and realized a complete range of smart rolling machines within 10 and 150 tons in 3 different main configurations: single moving slide, double moving slide, or 3-die smart rolling machine with 3 moving slides. What's more, we recently developed a new software called My EVIRT HMI, realized in cooperation with the experienced company Technosoft, which allow a high flexibility in programming, but also and mainly a full integrability of our smart rolling machine with any rolling accessories like automatic loader and feeder, quality inspection system, productivity analysis, and so on. Now, we move to the next part of our workshop. We move now in front of our most sold machine, the model Planar 50 Synchro Smart Rolling Machine. This machine is now in its testing phase before being delivered to our important Chinese customer. This machine is able to perform different rolled thread like ball screw, worm screw, splines, and special material stud bolts like Inconel or titanium alloys. During last 5 years, we sold many of these units around the world, like USA, Pacific Asia, Japan, and Europe. What's more, we can provide the same machine in different configurations with reference to various customer needs. Not less important is the fact that we developed and sold many machines during last years. And now our attention is also going to the possibility to upgrade the existing line with the unique scope, the possibility to save money in process production. Basically, we focus our attention in where some money can be saved into machine setup and into machine productivity. One of our best selling points around the world is the fact that we provide daily service supporting customers through the remote diagnosis system, which means that even in this problematic period, we are able to provide the full machine commissioning from this position inside this workshop. To better present the main improvement of this machine, I would like to introduce you EVIRT Italia Production Manager, Mr. Mirko Bussola, who will explain you in detail the machine's advantage. Please, Mirko.
Thanks, Simone, and welcome to all the people that are here to take a look at the new EVIRT Italia Smart Roll Machine. The project is born to provide a solution to our customers who want to improve quality while also increasing their productivity. This machine has been engineered through the method of the QFD analysis, which allows us, our engineering team and everybody, to completely re-engineer all smart rolling feature for which EVIRT Italia machine became famous in the world, making also sure that we are properly listening to customer needs and perfectly fulfilling their process specification. Here you can see the core of the process. That consists in the new design of the servo controlled workpiece support, being fully controlled like a CNC servo axis. It allows an easy and quick setup of the workpiece agnes, permitting to avoid the unpleasant rolling effect like part jumping and even worse, part scratching on the bottom side. Another important characteristic of this machine is the heavy-duty machine frame, which leads between the other to a much higher production reliability. Another important key point are the brushless motor to control the dice position and their synchronization, the micromechanical control of the linear slides and the down holder, which not only makes the process safer for the operator, but it's also assuring a fully repeatable workpiece positioning. As all EVIRT Italia machines, the settings are easily input through the operating panel and actuated by a system which is equipped with a high level of automation in order to guarantee the quality, to reduce the setup time, and to assure 100% repeatability of the working condition. Concluding my quick machine presentation, I would like to thank you for your cooperation, and I pass again to speak to our boss, Mr. Farina.
Thank you, Mirko. We arrived at the end of our virtual tour, and I want to thank Mirko again, but I also want to thank all the people working in this workshop, who, with very hard work, made everything possible. I hope this tour was useful and interesting for all of you, and I invite you again to see our website, where you can see in detail the presentation of all EVIRT Italia smart rolling machine model, which we briefly introduced during this tour. Thank you very much, and see you soon.